quiet suburbs of Dayton, Ohio, on a sunny afternoon in April. What started as a simple act of neighborly kindness spiraled into a nightmare of deception and horror. This is the story of Amelia Carter, a 28-year-old web developer who had just relocated for a promising job at a tech. She picked this neighborhood for its low crime rate, added extra locks to her doors, and made a habit of checking in with her mother back in Michigan every evening without fail. Amelia was independent and sharp, always planning her days meticulously. Harold Benson, a 58-year-old retiree who lived just 2 houses away, seemed like the perfect picture of harmless reliability. Widowed for years, he often chatted about his late wife over coffee, fixing small things around the block like leaky faucets or overgrown lawns. When Amelia moved in, he helped carry her heavy boxes and even assembled her bookshelf, earning her gratitude and trust bit by bit. Over the next 6 months, Harold wove himself into her life with calculated favors. He'd alert her to a forgotten garage light or shift a delivery package inside during a rainstorm. One day, he convinced her to hand over a spare key just in case of an emergency, like if she locked herself out while he was around. Amelia agreed, seeing him as a fatherly figure. What she didn't know was that Harold duplicated the key right away and slipped the original back, pretending he didn't want the burden to build even more confidence in him. Then came that fateful day, April 15th at 2:30 p.m. CCTV footage from Amelia's front door. Camera captures Harold strolling up casually in broad daylight, key in hand, unlocking the door, as if it were his own home. Inside, Amelia is relaxed on her couch, wearing earbuds and scrolling through her phone, oblivious to the intrusion. Harold had scouted her place before, sneaking in during her work hours to memorize every creak in the floor and tamper with her belongings, fueling his dark obsession. He disconnects her internet router moments after, entering, cutting off any smart home alerts. In a swift attack, he overpowers her and drags her to the basement, where he'd secretly reinforced a corner with soundproofing panels weeks earlier, claiming it was for better insulation if anyone asked. For the next 144 hours, 6 full days, Harold keeps Amelia captive, there, bound and terrified, while he takes over her life upstairs. He feeds her minimal water, rants about her independent ways as if scolding a wayward daughter, and records twisted audio sessions on his device, treating her like his possession in a sick delusion. To cover his tracks, Harold mimics Amelia's daily patterns flawlessly. He sends texts from her phone to her mother, like, "Hey mom, feeling under the weather with a bad sore throat." He updates her social media with generic posts, turns lights on and off at her usual times, and even drives her car around the block to make it seem like she's still active. By day, he plays the role of the friendly neighbor outside, but returns to the basement to continue his control. Amelia's mother, Linda, starts sensing something off by day 4. The messages are too curt, missing the usual warmth and details. On day 6, she tests it with a clever trap, a text about that old teddy bear from your childhood, Captain Fuzzy. Remember how we fixed his ear last summer? It was a complete fabrication, a stuffed animal that never existed. When the reply comes back confirming details as if it were real, Linda knows it's an imposter. She immediately calls the police. "Someone's using my daughter's phone, and she's in grave danger, please. Hurry." Officers arrive that afternoon. Harold opens the door in Amelia's sweater, insisting she's resting, but they notice the spotless house reeking of cleaner and push past him. They uncover a concealed door behind a bookcase Harold had installed, leading to the basement. There, they find Amelia's lifeless body in the cold, makeshift cell. She'd succumbed to injuries and lack of care just hours before. Harold had ended her life in a panic and kept up the pretense. The investigation uncovers Harold's deeper horrors. In his home, authorities discover a collection of duplicated keys from other neighbors, a box of personal items stolen over years, like jewelry and journals, and files linking him to 2 unsolved disappearances from decades ago, confirmed by DNA evidence. He'd been a predator hiding in plain sight for over 25, preying on trust. Harold claimed it was all out of affection and a need to guide them, but the meticulous plans and recordings sealed his fate, Life in prison without parole, plus additional centuries for the cold cases. Linda's words in court echo the tragedy. My daughter was kind-hearted, and that kindness cost her everything. I miss her calls, her laughter, gone because she believed in the good in people. But now I warn everyone, question those small favors that feel too insistent. This case reminds us all, opt for digital locks with one-time codes, set up secret check-in, phrases with loved ones, listen to that gut feeling when someone's interest seems overly. And remember that danger can lurk behind the most ordinary smiles.